All right, everyone, here comes another winter storm. Take a look at the radar right now. You can see that mix of snow and rain slowly creeping into our area this morning. Right now, there's only one school closure to tell you about, but if more closures and delays roll in this morning, of course, you can find those at KARE11.com/closings.
It is a weather-worn day, unfortunately. You know, spring is Monday. We just have to keep reminding ourselves, guys, spring is Monday.
Spring is Monday, and this is a spring-like system. You know, we're starting off as rain, changing over to snow. I know, not ideal for the evening drive, but there will be some slick spots out there later on this evening as the snow starts to move in and rain changing over to snow this afternoon. But for now, it is quiet. When I got into work, it was 45 degrees. It's 44, so temperatures have to drop a little, you know, to support snow. Upper 30s is the feel like on the skin. It's amazing what 44 feels like around this time of season. Well above average right now. All right, let's dive into radar. Rain, snow off to the south and west. This will continue to track eastward throughout the morning hours. Changing over to snow this afternoon. Shortly afternoon is when we'll find widespread snow. By 2 p.m., that's game. Most of us in the metro finding snow by that time. And turning windy as well. So we could see some areas with patchy blowing snow. I have forecast models and animations that I'll be running for you, timing things out here in just a little bit.
Guy, thank you. Let's give you a look at the Metro map. You can check your own route, but all green, which is what we love to see, especially if you're off to work, school, dropping the kids off at daycare here at 6:02. Drive times out of Minneapolis and St. Paul is 8 minutes on this stretch here of 94, but you can see westbound 94 slowly starting to get a little bit more crowded this morning. And before the rain and snow starts to fall, download our free KARE 11 weather app. It's one of the best tools to have in your pocket no matter the season or the weather. You can find it with personalized forecasts, the radar, wherever you purchase your apps.
Well, as you get your day started here at 6:02, we are just 24 hours away from a major construction project kicking off in the Twin Cities.
It is construction season, or at least it's beginning, right? A stretch of Highway 10 in Anoka will close this weekend, and the project stretches all the way through summer and fall. It's a big one. CC's live in Anoka with more on how this project is going to impact pretty much everyone, CC.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, crews are going to shut down a portion of this busy highway behind me on Friday. They're going to be demolishing and then removing a bridge. It's really all part of a bigger reconstruction project that, like you mentioned, is going to go through the fall. And MnDOT says crews are going to be working this weekend 24 hours a day, so residents may experience some noise, some lights, and some vibrations. During the weekend closure, MnDOT suggests drivers follow marked detours. They are posted. We've seen them. Highway 10 should reopen in time for the Monday morning commute, but it will be down to a single lane of traffic in each direction, and that will span through the fall. Crews will build a new bridge as part of this bigger project, and the project is really aiming to improve the traffic flow, decrease congestion, and then also increase safety. And the project is expected to wrap up in the spring of 2024. Coming up in about 30 minutes, we're actually going to check in with some business owners around here to see how they're feeling about the project, and then also how they feel it will impact them. Back over to you.
All right, CC, a major project coming up here. Thank you very much for that update this morning.
Yeah, throughout the month, MnDOT is inviting you to comment on its plans for future road improvements. They're focusing on Highway 47, University Avenue, Highway 65, which is Central Avenue, and in northeast Minneapolis and southern Anoka County. Now, the first meeting is tonight at 4 at the Northeast Recreation Center. Tonight's topic is University and Central Avenues south of 694.
Well, aside from the potholes we've been dealing with this winter, experts say Minnesota's entire infrastructure is crumbling and underfunded. This morning, we're learning some new federal money may help change that.
I'm Jennifer Hoff. The new, now federal transportation law is really helping to fund several local projects, including the very dangerous stretch of Highway 65, particularly at the intersection of 109th, which is one of the busiest in the metro. The fix would be to elevate Highway 65 to go over 109th and then create a roundabout underneath. Now, before construction can even start on that, the county needs to secure another $75 million, and that's when they could start construction and hopefully finish it a couple years later.
This morning, the Southwest Light Rail saga continues. A report from the Office of Legislative Auditor questioned the Metropolitan Council's decision-making process on the project. Now, the reports find that the Met Council wasn't transparent to the public about extra costs involved with the project and a number of delays. This has led to some lawmakers saying that the Met Council should be an elected body instead of an appointed one.
It needs to be elected, quite frankly. This is an agency that is appointed. These are appointed officials. They have tremendous powers of taxation, and a lot of the projects they are involved with are very important to the region.
The legislative auditor recommends for future light rail construction projects that the Met Council inform lawmakers of cost overruns or project delays.
Well, stories like this next one just make you mad. This morning, the Minneapolis Ronald McDonald House needs your help. Earlier this week, leaders say several people broke in and stole food and electronics, including 2 TVs. The charity is now left with a $25,000 bill in damages. But despite the break-in, leaders say the families are staying hopeful.
It's an unfortunate situation, but what I hope people hear is all the good work that happens here to take care of kids that are going through terrible times and support their families.
Minneapolis police are investigating, but no arrests have been made just yet. There is a donations page that's been set up to assist the nonprofit in recovering some of those losses. If you want to donate, we have a link to this story at KARE11.com.
A Minnesota native is making history this morning after being confirmed as Assistant Secretary of the Air Force. Ravi Chaudhry grew up in Fridley and attended Columbia Heights High School. His parents immigrated to Minnesota from India. The Senate voted 65-29 on Wednesday to confirm him to his new position in the Biden administration. According to Senator Amy Klobuchar, Chaudhry is the first Asian American to serve in the role of Assistant Secretary of the Air Force. Chaudhry was an Air Force pilot from 1993 to 2015 and also worked for 5 years in the FAA.